All right, we're back with our continuing tour of 41 towns in 41 days. Today's stop was Thomaston. We went door knocking with the selectman here in Thomaston, Jerry Scully, who just went inside to a meeting that we're about to go into that we're running a few minutes late for. But we had another great day out there. I want to just talk about two really interesting conversations we had. The first one was we're door knocking in the downtown Thomaston area, and we were first on Elm Street. And we talked to a young guy who has his own business, works for himself, and can't afford insurance. And he just went out and bought some emergency insurance that will cover him in the case of an accident. But he has no insurance for him and his family simply because he works for himself and he can't afford it. And he talked about the need for universal coverage. We heard that the other day in New Milford as well with the family. Over and over again, we're hearing working families, people playing by the rules, doing everything we ask, talking about the fact that they can't get insurance. We ended the day talking to Ed and Norma Steinagle. And Ed and Norma, Ed in particular, talked about the fact that he spent his entire life building up his house, making improvements, only when he entered retirement having to sell it because he couldn't pay the property taxes anymore. What kind of message does that send families that are trying to put the investments that they need into their homes, just so that when they finally get to the age when they can enjoy it, they have to sell it because property taxes are crippling the elderly? That's what we heard here in Thomaston today. We can do something about that at the federal government. Property taxes are so high in part because the federal government cuts funding to states and the states cut funding to the towns. We heard that here from the Steinagles. We heard about the need for universal health care coverage, and thanks to Jerry Scully for coming around today to help us out. So today is Thomaston, on to the next town tomorrow on our tour of 41 towns in 41 days.